So because everyone narrates their battles and I think they end up being pretty fun, so I decided to narrate mine too. So this is a battle from Pokecommunity against shot 571, and I lead up with the Machamp, he goes with an Alakazam, and I thought he couldn't do much, so I just uncall him. And he goes and tricking me, a choice specs, which isn't good, but I get an Anchor. So I now switch to my Metagross to set up an agility, and I thought he'd switch too, but no, he just ends up tricking again. Well, I agility on his switch now, and he switches into a Vaporeon. So I just go for the Earthquake to see how much it does. And I know Vaporeons are bulky, but I expected it to do a little more. So he wishes and I switch because I don't have any chances against this thing. So I send up my Machamp again, and he surfs. It doesn't do that much. It's a 3-hit KO from what I look, and he switch again to a Sceptile. I go for Substitute, and I switch here. I'm not really sure why. It was really stupid. I should have just Dynamic Punch because this Sceptile will be the problem at the end of the match. So he now Leaf Storms and gets the attack drop, and so has to switch again. And I just Meteor Mash, but he goes into Vaporeon. So I was expecting the attack boost, but obviously I don't get it. So I stay in and use Earthquake to see if I can damage it above half, but no, it doesn't do that, even that, just to mock me. So I have to switch, and I go into my Suicune. And now this will be Epic Stall War, which I cut because Stall Wars are boring, and this one made the video 30 minutes long, so I really had to cut it. So I Calm Mind, he Hidden Powers me. We don't know if it's electric or grass, but it's super effective, so it's one of those two. And he switches now to Caesar. I use Calm Mind again, just to boost my defenses. My defense and special attack. Special defense, special attack. He Swords Dance, and I went to Surf. Now I get the crit, which sucks, but I'm not really sure if it matters or not. Probably did, but I guess it happens. I'm sorry about that, but well, I get a lot of them against me too. Now he goes into Sceptile again. He uses Leaf Storm, but it doesn't do much after 2 Calm Minds or so. Still half the damage. If he didn't get the attack drop, he would kill me. I go to rest to recover health, and he switches into Salamence. I thought it was physical, but it ends up being a special Salamence. And he goes with Dragon Pulse, and it doesn't do a lot because of the Calm Minds. And I just go for Sleep Talk, which gets me another Calm Mind, and that's pretty nice. Leftovers, and he Draco Meteors me again for the first time, but it doesn't kill me. It's not even a 2-hit KO, and with the special attack drop, he won't be getting anything. Now I get the Leftovers recovery, and he keeps Draco Meteoring, probably expecting a crit. And his special attack drops again. And I go into sleep just to recover health. I really don't want to get a crit, but he dies now because of the Life Orb recoil. And he now goes into his Vaporeon again, I think. I Sleep Talk to the air, which is really funny. Yeah, he goes into his Vaporeon, and now it's an Epic Stall War, which I cut. And now he does something different here. Protects and I rest, and he Withdraws and sends out Sceptile. Probably just to Leaf Storm again, but at this point of the match I have my special attack and special defense at max, so it still does a lot considering the +6 special defense boost. but not enough to kill me. Now he goes back into Vaporeon, I recover, but I switch now for my Kangaskhan. As we are both into struggling already, I cut the boring part of the stall, but we are both struggling, Vaporeon and Suicune. So I go into the sub as he switches. He switches into Hitran, and I go for the Focus Punch. He earths powers and breaks my sub, which doesn't matter, I still get the Focus Punch. But it survives. I think it's bulky, or I mean, Kangaskhan's attack isn't that high, but Hitran surviving it's probably physical bulky. Now I was expecting to get at least a return, but he explodes. I don't believe I didn't see that coming, but yeah, it was good. It was good. It kills my Kangaskhan. It was her first game. I'm sad. So now he goes back into his Alakazam and I send out my Metagross. So I think it can't do much, his Psychics, and it still does a bit, but Agility. And I outspeed the Alakazam and kill him with Earthquake. I now think I should have been able to outspeed all his team. I mean, Alakazam is pretty fast and I outsped him. But no, his Sceptile is even faster, which I wasn't expecting, and kills my Metagross, and now I really don't have many things that can't kill it. I mean, I don't have anything at all to counter it, and he uses Hidden Power Ice against my Flygon. I was expecting her at least to do something, but no, she dies too. So I go into my struggling Suicune, and I struggle as he switches into Vaporeon. And struggle is ridiculous. I mean, look at the damage it does and the recoil. It does a lot of recoil and it does nothing of damage. It's pathetic. But oh well. I switch again into my Machamp as I know his Vaporeon is struggling too. Leftovers recovery. And obviously he's faster. And I just Dynamic Punch. After all, he tricked me at Choice Specs. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can't even sub because I'd be locked into sub, which is sad. Now he kills my Machamp with Energy Ball. And I go into my struggling Suicune again. And he Energy Balls my Suicune. And I survive with a little else points, and I struggle. And I think I die of the struggle. Yeah, I die. Do nothing to it. So now I only have Poke left, which is Donphan. Obviously he can't do anything, but I will still Ice Shard, just to say I went down with the fight. It leaves him with half his health points, but now I die, and it's sad. It still was a pretty good game. I must say, it was really fun. Congratulations to Shaib. Pretty fun match.